right, so check this out. I've been posting several educational videos related to how to go about researching cryptos, search certain tools you can use to help making research easier. But one thing that I definitely want to touch on is the psychology of investing, right? So, in my experience, investing is 90% psychological and 10% strategy on knowing what to invest and how to invest, right? So, what I mean by the psychology of investing is, you have to be emotionally intact. You have to keep your emotions in check and learn how to block out the noise. Once you've gone through, especially the methods that I've shared related to researching and vetting these cryptos, nothing should shake you out of your position, right? So on red days, especially red days during bear markets, when you're seeing retracements, pullbacks, all those things, you have to be mentally fortified, emotionally fortified to not get shaken out of your position, right? So one thing that I always talk to people about is, timing when you should be buying. No, you cannot always time the exact bottom or the exact top of the market, but you can get a good gauge of when to either take profit or continue to allocate capital to your positions, right? So once you've vetted these companies or these crypto tokens, these projects, and you've decided to deploy capital, nothing should shake you out of your position unless something fundamentally changes related to that crypto or that stock, whatever. Right. So we like red days. We love when there are retracements in the market. We love when there's fear, uncertainty, and doubt going on in the market. That presents a quality buying opportunity, right? For quality products or quality tokens, quality stocks. You don't want to buy when the trend is up, right? You should be coasting and enjoying the ride up by then. If you're hearing things on the news related to, oh, crypto is on a tear and this, that, and the third, it's probably too late for you to be buying. That means that price appreciation has been going on for quite some time once it's made it to traditional media outlets, right? When you are hearing maximum fear on those same media outlets, don't buy crypto, don't buy stocks, or loom and gloom ahead for the markets and this, that, and the third. That is the time in which you should have already been buying. You should have already been buying by the time the bad news, the fear cycles start hitting the traditional media outlets. And why is that? Well, it's again, it goes back to psychology. All goes back to psychology, right? So we've seen here recently that the markets have dipped. We've seen retracements post election. The post election euphoria has pretty much dissipated at this point. I've been buying. I was not buying when assets were ticking up. When Bitcoin was going past 100,000, maxing out at 108,000, I was not buying. I was sitting on my hands, building up my capital position. Right? When you saw a lot of these assets like XRP, hitting $2 and something cents, I was not buying. I was chilling. Right? And that's all because of my experience in investing over the years. But now that we've seen a retracement, we see some red, people are, starting to get back into the FUD mode. Man, I'm loading up. Either I'm loading up on tokens already or I'm stacking up my position for a better entry, right? And there's some methods that I use to help gauge my entry points. I use something called the golden ratio, right? Which is a fib retracement strategy, right? That golden ratio is between the 50% retracement and the 61.8% retracement, right? Historically, those have been excellent buying opportunities before the market decides to make its next move, whether it's a bearish move or a bullish move. That tends to be the zone that prices tend to range in for a little bit for a quality buying opportunity. Right? So I wanted to talk to y'all about making sure you guys were mentally and emotionally fortified to be able to become savvy investors, smart investors, right? You don't want to buy a good company or a good token at a high price. That's not the name of the game. The name of the game is buy low, sell high. But a lot of people, especially when I start talking to people, what they're doing is they're buying high and selling low, right? And not just that, but when they start to see their portfolio dip 15, 30, in the world of crypto, even as far as 50, 60%, they start selling. And that is one of the dumbest things you can do. Sorry for being blunt, right? But you have to keep in mind those losses are never realized until you hit the sell button. Until you hit the sell button, that retracement is nothing but a number. The minute you realize that loss, that's when the loss becomes real. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you are mentally and emotionally fortified to withstand those red days so you can see those green days. If you can't stand the red days, you do not deserve to see the green days. And that's just that. It's just that simple. So in 2025, I expect further pullbacks, especially within this first quarter. You got Donald Trump coming into office. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about tariffs, mass deportation. We still got inflation to deal with. In my opinion, we've been in a recession that nobody wants to admit. But hey, whatever mind games they want to play, they not affecting me with my investments, right? You want to be positioned properly to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that will definitely be present here in 2025. So just wanted to chop it up with y'all a little bit about that. Make sure you're mentally and emotionally prepared to be an investor. Make sure you're paying attention to the strategy, or you're deploying the strategies, you're utilizing the tools that I've talked about and discussed in my videos. You know what I'm saying? And if you do that, you'll be fine. You do the research, you find quality investments, quality tokens, quality stocks to invest in. You have nothing to worry about. You shouldn't even be checking your portfolio every day. So in 2025, it's all about being a smart and savvy investor. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to keep y'all long on this one. Hope y'all enjoy y'all's day. Have a blessed and happy new year, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.